All right. Hey, I want to say thank y'all for tapping in to Streetball, the pro. It's your man, the ambassador. Unfortunately, Ballaholic is having some problems in logging on. So, we still going to have our show regardless. Hopefully he said he's going to keep trying. Hopefully he get on. If not, we're going to still do our thing. I have today one of my favorite young students, athletes. I mean, hands down, one of my favorite players out of Kitsap, from Kitsap. As we're sitting backstage talking, I actually known him since he was elementary, from Drive all the way to Paulsboro Middle School to North Kitsap, Cade, Orness. So I want you to give us a little background, then we're going to just open it up and just get to talking because, like I said, it's a lot that, man, you want to just discuss. And like I said, people, if they don't know who you are, which you go by your resume, they should know who you are. You know what I mean? If they don't know who you are, those who do follow me and know that I tend to try to find, if you want to say, if it's not the diamonds in the rough, it's like the best players in different areas. And you are hands down one of those players that is on his way to Gonzaga. So I want you to give us a little background about yourself, and then we're going to just start talking, man.
Definitely. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm Cade Orness. I went to North Kitsap High School. I played there all 4 years. I graduate this summer. I recently committed to Gonzaga University, and that's the next chapter.
Man, Gonzaga. So now we're gonna catch everybody up because we was backstage, we was waiting. Sorry, we're a little behind. We was trying to give Ball Hog a little time to get on. And so he's still having problems. So we jumped on. But one of the things that me and my man Cade was talking about is the fact that I watched him with one of my players, his former teammates, Bakary, back in Drive. And that was, man, I've been in the game for 12 years. I've been in the coaching game. So I've known you way back then. And Drive, shout out to the Drive organization, one of the best programs out here in North Kitsap, on the peninsula, period. You know what I mean? I love what y'all got going on out there. And you're a part of that. Man, how has that affected your game? Like growing up playing basketball, did that play any parts of where you at now?
I mean, definitely. I played Drive was my AAU team from 3rd grade to 8th grade pretty much. And I guess played for some other teams. I played for Team Bradley. Okay. I was going to play for Washington Supreme in 8th grade, which that's who I played for in high school, but COVID happened. And then I guess played for a couple other teams. I played for Kent Elite a little bit back then. Okay. And then also Elite Sports Academy. But I mean, Drive was just a huge part from like the camps during the summers to I was playing fall with them, winter and spring. And I mean, obviously my dad started that program and when he started that program, I was on the youngest team. So like my age level was the first group to go all the way through the program from 3rd grade to 8th grade. So we got like the complete set of it,
Okay. Yeah. No, that is good because I mean that team, North Kitsap, I'm telling y'all amazing. I mean, how many times have you been to state? I mean, you was there 4 years.
Yeah. So. I went to state 3 years, and it would have probably been 4, but COVID happened, so I didn't get a chance my freshman year to go to state.
So I mean, look at that. I mean, that's just proof is in the pudding. Like I said, all of y'all was together. A lot of y'all played together in the program and grew up. And like I said, it was fun to watch. The last couple of years, especially this year. I know Bremerton and that rivalry, what I mean? That was fun, all of that. So it was a thing to watch you go from being elementary, I guess you can say, to then in middle school, because I coach at Ridgetop. And of course, you play for Paulsboro Middle School, So here it is. I'm watching a middle school kid dunking. I'm like, okay, great. What is my game plan on beating this team? So like in all of that, you say Drive and the whole training aspect of everything. I want to throw in there because your dad was also your coach.
Mhm.
right? So how was that then? Of course, the program your dad helped put together, which is amazing. Like I said, I got to continue to give it shout out feeder system. I love it. Which went into North Kitsap, and then you being able to play for your dad in high school. How was that?
It was good. I mean, we had good success together, and it was nice. Just a lot of trust, involved there because he knows my abilities, I know his coaching abilities. So it was just really easy to work together and be cohesive, and also then like obviously keeping the relationship different as a coach and as a dad. It could
Yeah,
get complicated and stuff, but no, it was great. I mean, just knowing like the trust was definitely there, and then this year as well, like my dad's been coaching Mason since who also used to play drive with me since
okay.
like third grade as well. And then like Noah Sorensen, who's been playing for that long. Like it's just a lot of years that the trust has been built. And so it was good, I enjoyed it for sure.
Yeah, no, like I said, it was definitely a fun ride. Too bad I couldn't get out there to y'all went to was it Yakima or
Yeah,
Spokane?
yeah, yeah.
Yakima. Too
Yeah.
bad I couldn't get out there to watch it, or even
Mhm.
log it and just catch the game because I heard there was some excitement out there as well. What the games that I had a chance to watch, like I said, I was telling everybody, I was like, man, they just have too many pieces, too many
Yeah.
weapons,
Yeah. What games were you at this year?
oh man, I was at Bremerton. I went to the Tacoma, or y'all played out of Tacoma. Foss.
Renton?
Y'all
Foss?
played Foss. Yep. I was
Mhm.
at the Renton game. I was at another playoff game. Y'all was at State. I
Yeah,
was,
yeah.
or not before going to.
Oh,
Uh,
Mark Morris?
yes.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I was at all of those games. And I think that was a game you really came up big. I
Yeah.
think that was the game. Harry, did he foul out that game? It was one of those games.
I think something like that, yeah.
One game he did foul out, and of course you put the team and you kept the team on your back. And once he didn't have a good one. I mean, I watched you come clutch, like really come through, which was impressive to me. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, as a fan, it's different than as a coach and somebody who's a part. I've just been able to watch afar, and so to know that you're going to be going to Gonzaga, and we want to talk on that because you were saying Gonzaga. What made you choose Gonzaga? Or tell me how you got to Gonzaga.
Okay, so the story of how I pretty much got, like, noticed by them
Yeah.
is so we go to Gonzaga team camp every year,
Okay.
and so this was the summer after my sophomore year, going into junior year, and so, like, Jonas and them had all just graduated, and, I was a day late to team camp because I was at the WIBCA showcase in Bellevue,
Right.
and playing in that. And so I flew over like a day later than all my teammates. And I found out I was going to make the 10:30 p.m. game. We were playing on the main floor in McCarthy. So I get off of flights like 9:30 p.m. I had one of my assistant coaches pick me up, Coach Perkins. And we're trying to get to the gym, trying not to miss the game. Like I had just woke up. I had played a bunch of games that day. I was on the flight. And then he picks me up, and I'm in warm-ups to that game, and like I'm kind of tired, not feeling too good,
Right.
And then my dad was like, "Oh, and by the way, like some of the Gonzaga coaches are in the crowd. Like you better hoop." And then like one thing led to the next, and I just played like probably one of the best games of my career. I had like 42 points and just played really well, and we won the game. I
Yeah.
mean, the whole team played great. Like Harry punched on a kid that game. Like it was one of the craziest dunks that wasn't on camera, and there was no cameras in the whole gym, but like he rose up on a kid, and we were
Wow.
just playing great as a team. It was like 11:30 when the game begun too. It was super late. We were on the main floor, and then after that, I get a text from one of the coaches, and then the next day I meet with some of the coaches, and yeah, then ever since then we just been talking. And like last year we went to team camp, but I was injured last season. I had broke my pinky in the summer, so I didn't even get the chance to play. But we just been in touch ever since that moment.
That's amazing. I mean, like I said, Gonzaga, that's one of the best programs to play for. You know what I mean? And so, you know, especially being in Washington, a lot of us do watch them and been checking them out. And so to have someone like I just say from our area, Kitsap, from uh Yeah, kids app, peninsula to make it. That is encouraging to so many. You know what I mean? Not just only to coaches, but to a lot of your peers and players that's around and are coming up that know that it is possible if you put in the work and you do the things that are needed. Because I'm sure just as much hard work you put on the court, you have put off the court. So your GPA, because I know you can't just because we know you're a hooper, so that means you got to be smart to go with it. So what's your GPA?
3.7.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, so that's for those who are watching. Understand you can't just be a hooper and not take care of the things in the classroom. You know what I mean? So like you said, you had high expectations at an early age,
Mhm.
and you sort of just put in the work, nonstop.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I can say about you. I mean, you're still working. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? In between, just continue to get better. And I've watched your game just evolve on a whole nother level. So
Thank you.
thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. You know what I mean? For, like I said, for a coach, for a fan, just a person who loved the game, to watch a young man to do the things that you're doing. It's just fun to watch. So that's another reason why I was like, hey, I gotta get Cade on. I gotta talk to you. I gotta hunt you down and say, man, we
Yeah.
gotta let folks know who you are, because I'm sure they should know who you are. Because tell us a little bit about your resume, because you got MVP. You have, man. Tell me what's your resume?
So my high school resume, this year I was MVP and defensive player of the league. And then junior year, me and Harry, we got co-MVP of the league, and he was defensive player of the league that year.
Okay.
And then sophomore year, oh, and this year I was also first team all state
Yep.
at the state tournament as well. And then junior year I was second team all state. And
Wow.
then sophomore year, when we had Jonas and all of them, I was first team all league, and then second team all state, I believe.
Okay.
And then freshman year, I was second team all league.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, oh yes, yeah. And you did break. Well,
Oh yeah, I
yeah, the
forgot.
record.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
And then this year, yeah, I broke the school scoring record, and then I'm trying to think. Sophomore year, I broke the single season assist record.
Wow.
And then junior year, I broke the single game assist record with 17 assists in a game. And then this year, that was it. I broke my own assist record, I think, something like that.
That is, I mean, so you know, I, I mean, I have some nice games, but nothing like your resume is not the same. You know what I mean? So, but like, what do? You come in just like, okay, I'm gonna break this record. You probably
I mean, I just play like that's I feel like one thing about my game is like I don't really play to score. I just play to win the game and just make the right plays at all times, you know. What was it? I can't hear anything. Hello? I can't hear you if you could hear me. I'm gonna try refreshing the page.
there we go.
Oh, there
Okay,
we go. Now I can hear you again.
okay. Yeah,
But where were we at?
so I was saying that, man, uh, that you was listening, right? Thank you. See, we got people watching, right? So your resume, my resume. So what I was saying is the records in it, the things that you have accomplished. Uh,
Mhm.
do you, your mindset coming in? Do you come in like, okay, well, I've done this. I want to go and try to reach this, or do you just come in? And I'm sure it's a combination of both, of just playing your game too. You
Yeah.
know, so is some of the games you come in and say, okay, I want to just make sure I get 18 rebounds or whatever. What's your mindset?
I mean, I feel like every game I really just I play to win. Like that's I would say one of my best attributes. And I don't play to score a certain amount of points. I don't play to, but I just play to make the right play, you know.
I love that.
And I would say I'm a pretty unselfish player. Like
Yeah.
I probably could have averaged more points in some years, but I really like passing the ball, and I like getting my teammates better and making whoever's around me better as well. And but no, I wouldn't say I ever have chased any record. I just play my game, and it's
Yeah.
just what follows, you know.
No,
But
I love it. You know what I mean? Like I said, that's one thing I can say. You are all around player that I had a chance to watch. You know what I mean? Like I said, very unselfish. If you need a bucket, oh, you're going to go get a bucket. You know what I mean? And if you find it, defense, like I said, I mean, I've watched you catch lives, half court, all kind of things are just exciting. You dunk on people. I'm like, yeah, this young fella's the truth. So, you know,
thank
I
you.
can see you just, yo, you welcome, my man. I see you just play the game. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And so that's one of the things that I love about you, your attitude. I haven't seen you in the games that I've seen, despite what was going on, the pressures, things like that. I never seen you really rattled, unless I mean, you seem pretty cool, hell. You know, I never seen you
Yeah.
get upset or just lose your composure. I always see you more or less try to be that leader to really lead the team.
Yeah, no. I mean, this year especially, so junior year, like I felt like I was a pretty good leader. I was captain of the team junior year.
Okay.
But and then this year I felt like I really stepped up my leadership and just really embraced that role and did a good job at it, and just letting loose and not really holding back on the leadership side of things, and just being myself with the team, and just, you know,
Yeah.
that sort of thing. Yeah.
Okay. So now you have, what is this, May, a few months.
Mhm.
What are you doing like between now and I know, are you working with Drive? What are you doing like right now?
So I work out with George Hill. So
Okay.
George Hill, he's been my trainer pretty much my whole life. And
Okay.
so yeah, in the mornings I work out with him because I do running start, so I don't go to school until like 12:30 every day.
Okay.
So I wake up, I go train with him at the gym, go to school, go back with him normally, and then get another workout in after school, and then rest, you know, do some homework, and then just play some sort of run or open gym at night normally.
Okay.
Yeah, just really just trying to get stronger, get college prepped. You know, it's a different game. You got
Yes.
24-year-olds, 23-year-olds. It's like I got to put a little weight on. You know,
Right.
I got a lot
Right.
of work to do for sure. Yeah.
Yes. And shout out to George. I know George here. You know, he
Mhm.
played at Wazoo.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Washington State.
Yeah.
So Dietrich, his brother, used to play for me at
Yeah.
one time.
Yeah.
So yes. Love for the Hill family.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
George has been my guy my whole life. I mean, I've been working with him. I met him in second grade at a basketball camp
Okay.
at Kingston High School. Yeah, it's a crazy story. Then ever since then, he's just been my guy pretty much. I mean, I've never really trained with anyone else consistently except him. And
Okay.
so we just been after it, you know.
Wow.
Yeah,
No,
no,
I mean,
that's my guy for life. That's family right there.
you can definitely tell that. I mean, your game speaks for itself, that you have been putting in work, not just normal work, but work on top of work. You know what I mean? So it's AAU plus training plus, the things that we really try to encourage parents and players to say, hey, there's a reason why your kid need these things. You know what I mean? Because they're playing an athlete like yourself who are doing these things. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And so if you don't match that same energy, then in that work ethics, I don't know how you going but you plan on beating this person. That's
yeah.
just my thought, right? And so what are some of your fondest memories? Uh,
Fondest memories.
yes, that you have. I mean, I won't take you all the way back. We'll just stay in
Yeah.
this year. What are some of your fondest memories?
Fondest memories just with hoop.
Well,
Pretty
yeah. Well, who
Yeah.
this season? Well, who?
This season, I mean, we took a trip to San Diego over winter break,
Okay,
and I mean that was great. We played 4 games, and then we had a couple off days as well. So like the team, we all went in the beach. We were like surfing and stuff. It was a ton of fun. Yeah, just doing some crazy stuff, you know. And then we go to Gonzaga team camp every year, and that's always just a lot of fun because it's all the teams are there, and we're just staying in the dorms having fun,
okay.
playing games and stuff, you know, and then just hooping as well.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, team dinners are great. I love team dinners. And
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what else. Winning is always that's a lot of fun, winning
Yeah.
games. I'm trying to when we beat Mark Morris in the winner to state game, that was a fun game to win because we had just lost the previous one to Renton on that buzzer
Yep.
beater.
Yep. I
That
was
was
at both of
a
those
heartbreaker.
games. Yes.
Yeah, no, that was not one of my favorite moments of the season.
That was a game that I sat and watched in disbelief because he hit the three. He hit
Yeah,
the three in the court. Yes, and that was the
because I
game.
had just hit the layup, the spin
Yep,
move.
yep. You hit the
Yeah,
spin
there's
move.
like
And I was
5
like,
seconds
oh
left.
my God. Yes.
Yeah.
That's why I said you put the team on your back. I seen you do some amazing stuff. I remember that move. And you put them up. And
Mhm.
then came
Yeah.
around, hit that three. I was like,
I
oh
know.
my God.
I was right under the hoop when he shot it too, and he was wide open, and I knew it was it as soon as he shot it. I was sad.
Uh,
Yeah.
but I know. So, moments like that, being able to then overcome a moment like that and then turn around the next day
Mhm.
to shake that off and
Yeah.
then take a team, that's impressive. You know what I mean? That's a different mindset. So
Mhm.
it's like for me, just want to give your roses and just the shout outs, just saying, man, continue to keep doing what you're doing because those are the difference makers. You know what I mean? That's what has set you apart and is going to continue to set you apart.
Mhm.
That, I've noticed, like you said, your mentality is different,
Mhm.
and so fondest memories. Okay, so that well, sort of the hardest memory came out of the fondest memories,
Yeah,
with the
yeah,
Renton game. Uh, what are some of like? It's only you and you say you have a sister,
yeah.
okay, and so you're the youngest
Yeah, yeah.
baby boy, okay.
Mhm.
So how is it, man, just you and your dad? I always got to go back to that because just that relationship, I know as a coach and a player relationship and a father and a son, because I also have a son, I know that relationship, but to share both of them and y'all to be successful together, like,
Mhm.
how is that feeling? I mean, y'all got, stories and all kind of things y'all get to share. So how is
Yeah.
that to you?
I mean, it's I don't even know how to put it, but it's a
Yeah,
blessing for sure. Yeah, no, it's good. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
We've done some cool stuff together for sure.
What are some of the things your dad taught you, that, especially as you're going to transition into college, into Gonzaga, that over the years that he probably have shared with you or taught you that you're going to hold on to as you go on to the next level?
Yeah, no, I mean, he definitely taught me about just the level of focus it takes from a young age. I mean, like, just I've always been able to see older players around me, like, doing what they do and seeing what it takes, and like people above me, like Zach Olmstead, Cole Rabideau,
Yeah,
like those type of guys that were when I was little and I was in elementary school in the gym, I saw them working and I saw what it took, and just taught me about the level of focus that it takes for sure. And then just yeah, the hard work and just
yeah.
because I mean, my dad's never really trained me in basketball before.
Okay.
Like he doesn't really do the skills. Like he's a coach and he knows
Yeah.
how to put a team together and like win games and do all the other side, the X's and O's. But like he's never really trained me, so it's
Okay.
it's kind of separate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, that's pretty cool. You know what I mean? Because I don't hear a lot of that. Most times when you hear a coach, dad coach, you're also a trainer. You know
yeah,
what I mean? And so that is a different kind of relationship that is
mhm,
special. Where, like I said, he's one of the best coaches that I know of. You know what I mean? And so to be able to play for a great mind,
mhm,
and to be mentored, and then you have a great trainer.
yeah,
So I mean, you had all the pieces, and with drive and all that, you had all the pieces around you to be successful, but you had to, as they would say, take advantage and put it to work. So
mhm,
I think that that's one of the other things too, because that's one of the things that I've noticed. What has been your, I guess, let's say you grew up out here, in the Kitsap area, and you know that everybody, you have groups that may want to put in work, and then the competition is a different competition on this side compared to once you cross the
yeah,
bridge. So speak on that. Like, what have been some of, I mean, to get ready to play teams over there? Yeah.
Yeah.
What was what helped y'all prepare?
I mean, we try to never really compare ourselves to like teams over here and just always holding ourselves at a higher level than that. Like
Okay.
we won the league championship the past 2 years, but like our goal is always we set it a lot higher than that, right? Like
Okay.
it's definitely a blessing and we're grateful for every accomplishment, and we'll celebrate every accomplishment, but
Right.
just setting our goals really higher and thinking beyond Kitsap.
Yes.
Hmm.
No, I definitely can understand just based off of my brand, the Kids Have Admirals. I said that one of the first taglines I had was "Small town, big dreams" or "Bigger dreams." Have a mindset that is bigger than the area in which I'm in. I see something bigger, and so we went from minor league to now traveling international and playing
Yeah.
overseas, playing NBA guys. So I understand. Don't
Mhm.
set your bar low,
Exactly. Yeah.
set it high, and it's better to fall short aiming high than what I mean, reach something
Yeah.
low
Yeah.
and be like, all right. So yes, so no,
And
I love it. What are man? I have to. So being a walk on, so you're going to be a walk on, right?
yeah. Yep.
For this first year. Now, in that, I understand as a walk on, you'll get to work out with the team with an opportunity to play,
Hmm.
right? Or you can possibly even get a scholarship at some
Yeah.
point. Yeah.
I mean, this summer, if it goes well and I prove myself, there's 3 scholarships open at Gonzaga right now.
Okay.
It could definitely happen.
Got you. And so I'm asking questions because I'm sure there's other people who probably don't really know how it works. And they're like, okay, he's a walk on. What does that mean? You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
so I know that I did read in the article about some scholarships open. And
Mhm.
so that's what you're doing. You going up there. I
Yeah.
like it. I like it. Okay. So
Yes.
you have a mindset. There's a scholarship with my name on it, and I need
Yeah.
to get it.
Yeah, exactly.
That part.
Mhm.
Yes. Yes.
And no, and the good thing about Gonzaga as well is like they're like unlike like some smaller schools, like their walk-ons don't travel with them, but I'll be fully traveling. I mean,
Okay.
I eat with the chef of the team chef. I eat like everything's the same. It's just,
Okay.
yeah.
So, well, I mean, they, they've been looking at you since you was in a young
Yeah.
pup, so that helps as well. So, no, I'm looking forward to Gonzaga because like I said, I watched you play in high school and
Mhm.
that transition to Gonzaga, and you're already there. You're already like, okay, from Gonzaga, are you hoping to play 4 years and continue to keep playing, or what are your goals?
Yes, my goal is, I mean, having the best college career I could have, for myself, do my best self pretty much, and then play professional after that. I want to make money from the game that I've been playing my whole life, and
Yeah,
just use that professional basketball to see the world, travel the world, and just go new places and hoop pretty much, and do it for as long as possible, and then see where life takes me.
yeah. No. I like I said, I've been blessed to work with a lot of pro athletes, young athletes. You are definitely, like I say, I put my stamp on. You're one of those guaranteed pro ready, pro type, players. It's all about just now going through your journey on your road to the pros
Yeah,
because
and
it,
just staying consistent, and just working. That's
yes,
what I'm focused on, just really just locking in on each individual day, and just if I do my best today, wake up and do my best tomorrow, it's all gonna add up, it's gonna stack, and just I'll get there pretty much. That's the mindset I'm in right now.
it's as we say, it's a marathon and not a sprint.
Yeah, yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So
Oh, yeah.
it's as it, my man,
Yeah,
slow
yeah.
grind. Let me see. Ballaholic is trying to get on. We don't see if it works, but I'm the same way. I'm one of those, and I always go back, and I'm thankful for you and the community as well because y'all watched me as well back when you was a young guy
Yeah.
in elementary with the Kitsap Admirals, with the team and growing together. And so here it is, 12 years later, you're on your way to go to college. And I've been blessed to have a partner like Ballaholic, who's a legend and one, and things like that. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
it's the slow grind. I
Yeah.
want it now. I want it. It's been 2 years. It's been 3 years, but it's consistency. It's
Exactly.
determination. It's hard
Show up
work.
every day.
Yep, it's showing up and just leaving it all out there, and man, just do it again tomorrow and
Yeah, yeah.
over and over. You know what I mean? And so I love your mindset. I love, you know what I mean, just your focus, um, your demeanor. You know what I mean? Like you said, it's just cool just to watch you. You very even kill what it seems like.
Yeah.
And so what are, man? Let me see. Okay, I gave you some of your best moments.
Yeah.
Your okay. Let me see records. Okay, we have the scoring records. You're not playing drive. You're not playing anything right now.
No, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I haven't played drive since 8th grade. Yeah, that was just my middle school team. So in high school, I played for Washington Supreme.
Okay, okay. Is the drive have a high school team?
I don't think
No.
so. No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's just built up into
Yeah.
okay. So
Yeah.
no, I'm learning more and more because I understand it is a feeder system. It's one of
Yeah.
the best I've seen because your program, North Kids App, it speaks for itself. You know what I mean? Because a lot of the kids come through and some of those kids actually play for me at Ridgetop. They'd be like, "Hey,
Yeah.
you play for Drive, cool." You know what I mean? I know you're getting taught correctly. So no, it's pretty. I love, like I said, what y'all have going on. So you pretty much just waiting now. It's the waiting game.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the countdown to graduation. Graduation is when?
I graduate June 7th and I leave to Spokane June 17th.
Okay, no
Yeah.
days off.
Quick 10-day turnaround after graduation and then I'm out of here.
Yes, it's time to go to work, get to
Exactly.
work. So NILs and all of that. So have you even looked at any of those deals? Because I'm sure you're one of those players. You should
Yeah.
get those.
Mhm.
Somebody's gonna be coming up to you. So have you done any homework or research on those things?
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely been a couple opportunities that have presented themselves already, and then just that'll come once I get over there a lot more as well, and just but no, it's definitely here a little bit. It's something that's present right now.
Okay. No,
Yeah,
it's not a surprise. I mean, like I said, go back to your resume. You have a huge following. There's a lot of people that love you, your game, and just you as a person, how you carry yourself. And so it's pretty cool to speak to young players like yourself who's already on the business side. You know what I mean? NIL wasn't around so much when I was out, So
yeah,
now as the game has changed and now it's here for you. It's cool to hear that you have options on the table. You're just being patient and you're waiting, and that's pretty cool.
thank you.
Uh, oh, you're welcome. No, you are totally welcome. Is there any shout outs, any people you want to say anything to before we
Yeah,
wrap?
I mean, my mom does everything for me. That's you know, she just cooked me a meal like an hour ago. Just she's really locked in on nutrition my whole life, has been having me eat healthy my whole life. And just I mean, none of this would be possible without her, Definitely.
Right.
I mean, that's my rock right there.
And that's important. One thing you said, eating. So those who's listening,
Yeah.
here it is. This is a D1. I'm telling y'all, a D1 athlete I watched from elementary to middle school, high
Mhm.
school, MVP, just everything, right? And he's 3.7 GPA. He broke all kind of records. He's talking about how he goes training at least 2 times, a day with his trainer, So his mindset. So we're trying to give y'all some tips, and here it is. We're doing an interview with someone you're going to be seeing. If you haven't already seen on TV, you are going to see this young man. I guarantee you, he is that kind of player. He's going to make it to the next level. He's really a pro athlete. He's talking about how he eats. He's talking about, the little details that it seem like trainers and coaches we just nag about. Oh, eat or get some sleep. Oh, do this and do that. But it's really a big part of your game. And so just take note of that. And moms, I know moms always, I don't know, I'm saying, my mom,
Yeah, yeah.
always looking out,
Yeah. No, I
So
mean, since I was little, just she wouldn't let me leave the table until I finished my salad. It's like an hour ago, she was in my room. She's like, "What do you want for dinner?" And then just making me eat some sort of vegetable. Just it's always it's good though. Yeah,
it's good. I mean,
great.
the
Yeah,
family support you have is amazing, which I know that helps, what it seems, what you have going on. So that's the thing too, being able to have people that can back you, as you're pursuing your dreams. Because like we said, this race is a marathon. It's not
yeah,
a sprint, and it's constantly determination every day, getting up when you don't feel like working, when you want to just quit. You got to dig deep and keep going. And so, you know, that's another reason we're gonna have to have another. This is I have very few shows I have a part two. Well, we
yeah.
gotta have a part two because I
Definitely.
gotta go and see you at Gonzaga. I want to see the next part of the story. So those who are checking it out now, this is the in between. This is right as he's graduating high school. He's about to graduate high school. He's off to Gonzaga. We're talking walk on. He's going to go get a scholarship, and he will be playing at Gonzaga. And we're going to do another interview. And this
Yeah,
time, I'm going to get to come and see you, and I'm going to come and watch, sit on the court side, be like, hey,
yeah,
Cade, don't forget this coach. You know what I mean? Don't forget me.
yeah.
I'm going to watch you, and we're going to do another interview. So we will do a part two because I want to follow your journey. And so you can be an encouragement to all of those who's going to be back here. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And so I want to say thank you for taking the time to get on because I know you're a busy man. I was trying to get you through your season, and I know Pops and y'all was focused on the mission. I was like, okay, let me be patient as well. I mean, let them get done, and we had a chance to work it out, talk, and make it happen. And so we're gonna make it happen again
Definitely.
for part two, and we're gonna just continue to follow his road from North Kitsap to Gonzaga to the pros. You know what I mean? That's what we're about. Street ball to pro. We got street
Yeah.
ball pro, street ball players. We got pro players. We do it all. So on our channel or on our station is really the best players that is going to come through with the best coaches, best something. I guarantee you. So if you don't know who this is, Cade Orness, North Kitsap, please Google him, and I guarantee you, when you see him play, you will not be disappointed. You're gonna be a fan, and you're gonna support him. Support Drive, North Kitsap. Shout out to them, amazing city. Coach Scott, shout out to his dad. So I have to give my love and praises to all the people out here who's doing an amazing job. And what we're doing is, trying to really make a difference in our community. And here's a young man that is definitely an example of our community. So, man, Kay, thank you, my man. We're gonna talk. So let's stay in touch. So I can come up and get your schedule, or we can chop it up, do this and that. You already know if you need me, whatever it is. I may have to call you and say I got a game. If you're available, I understand you can't play too much because you got rules and regulations. But if I can ever get you in an Apple uniform, you already know, come
Yeah.
and make a trip with us. So, hey, thank you, my man, and we're gonna be talking soon.
Yep, for sure. Thank you for having me on.
Oh, you welcome. All right. Until next time, Street Ball to Pro.
Yeah, I'll see you.
Okay.